I believe there's two different ways of selling. Now, for sales, I believe that you do need to ask questions which put your clients into an experience of pain. Why? Because pain is what moves the needle. People will do more to avoid pain than they will to move towards pleasure. So, for instance, I was on the call with a potential client yesterday, and I pointed out that they were running some accommodation. I pointed out that as a result of not having the right marketing system, it was costing them several $100,000 a year. Because why would you invest in marketing unless the pain of making that decision, and investing in an agency to do it is less than the pain of loss that you're getting? Like, it becomes a logical decision, right? But the way I've seen some people sell and experienced over the years is more like, it's almost like a cult, right? Where they come in and they make the prospect feel bad about themselves in order for them to see the salesperson as the savior. And often that happens when the prospect is not pre-sold, i.e. they don't know a lot about the salesperson, and so they feel they need to use these tactics. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's effective. I just don't think it's the greatest way of doing business. The way I like to look at sales is you are there as a leader, and you are taking the prospect in your protection, and you're looking out for them, and you're asking questions that will lead them to a conclusion which is going to add the most value to their life. So, for example, much like if you've got, children, if one of your children if you were wanting to influence them, you would ask them questions so that they could see what a bad decision which was going to do for them and veer them towards a good decision. So that's something to think about, in terms of your sales and when you're selling, is be a leader with integrity who is coming at it as wanting to add the most value to your client's life, rather than taking a combative approach where you're making the prospect feel bad about themselves.